What I'd now like to do is add some pictures to my publication. These pictures can be from a camera or from the internet or whatever other source you have. To insert a picture, I'm just going to go to the Home tab in my ribbon, and in the Objects group I'm going to click the Picture button. If I have some pictures, which I do, then I can insert them into this particular publication, and I might just go to Sample Pictures. Here I have a variety of pictures, and I might just want to insert it just by clicking on a picture and hitting the Insert button. Notice the Insert button has a drop down. If this publication is going to sit on an intranet or extranet, then you could actually link to the picture without actually embedding it in this document, and that would keep the document size down. But because I'm going to send this picture to people, I need to actually insert the picture in the publication, otherwise they won't see it because they won't have a link to where I've got it stored. So I'll hit the Insert option. The picture comes through rather large, and that depends on the picture, so I want to resize it. To resize a picture, I typically go to the bottom right corner and I drag towards the centre of the picture so I don't distort it too much. You can grab any of these corners and resize the picture, but again I'm just going for the corner and resizing. And then I'll move the picture by grabbing it by the middle of the picture and putting it somewhere on the publication. I'll continue to resize it and maybe make it wider. When I insert a picture, what happens on the ribbon is I actually get an extra tab, and this tab is called the Picture Tools Format tab, and has a variety of options that I can apply to this picture. For example, starting with the Brightness button, I could actually increase or decrease the brightness of this picture just by rolling up and down. But I'll leave it on normal. I can also use this button called Contrast to adjust the contrast of my picture and decrease or increase the contrast. But again, I'll leave it on normal. I can either recolor the picture by using the Recolor button, and I can make it look like an old photograph, or grayscale, especially if I'm going to print to a black and white printer, or any of these variations. If I want more variations, I'll simply go into here. But I'm just going to make it grayscale, or no, I'll make it sepia. So it looks like an old photo. The other thing you can do is you can add a style to your picture. And there's a gallery of styles in this drop down here. And as I roll over them, you can see what it'll do to your picture. So I might make it look like it's been framed. You can also add shadow effects using this button here. And again, just roll over the various options to see what they'll look like. You can also change the shadow effects by nudging the shadow to the right, nudging the shadow to the left, to the bottom, or to the top. I can also change the picture to a different picture if I wanted to. And I'd simply replace that picture with a different picture using this button here. But it keeps the effects I chose. This picture is substantially a different size to the other picture, so it's offering to crop this picture. What crop means is I can cut off certain parts of the picture just by dragging any of these black placeholders. So I might drag this one down and then click the crop button to crop it, and then move the picture. I can also change the height and the width of the picture, not by dragging any of the corners, but by specifying an exact height and exact width. So I might set the height to 5. The width automatically changes so that it doesn't distort the picture, because if I change the width to 11, when I press enter, the height will change to keep it from distorting. But if I need to set it to specifically a certain measurement high and a certain measurement wide, then I'll hit the size dialog box launcher. And here I can take off these 2 ticks and set it exactly to 5 centimeters high and maybe 12 centimeters wide, and OK, which effectively distorts the picture. So I'm then going to resize the picture until I'm happy with it. When you add pictures to your particular publication, you can actually make the file very, very large. So what's wise is to actually use the Compress Pictures button to compress the picture. When I compress the picture, I can take off or delete the cropped areas, remove any other information behind the picture, and I can do it to just all pictures in the publication or just the selected picture, and compress. It may affect the quality of the picture, but I'll go yes, and the quality's fine. If it wasn't, I'd simply undo the compression options, but this keeps the file size right down. Other things you can do with your pictures, you can rotate the picture. I can flip it, or do a free rotate. A free rotate is basically dragging the corners and rotating it myself, and then click away. In fact, whenever you click on a picture, you can automatically, let me just turn the free rotate off, you can automatically use this little green circle at the top to rotate any object just by dragging it. So now I want to add some more pictures. So I'll go back to the Home tab in my ribbon, click on the Picture button in my Objects group, and choose another picture. I'll resize it, move it, and then do whatever I want to do with adjusting the look of it. If I want to crop and just have a couple of flowers, I'll click the Crop button, drag the handles, so I've just got a couple of flowers and not the whole bunch. And then click the Crop button. I can then move it and size it, and I'm focused in on just a couple of the flowers. And then I'll compress the picture. And I'll continue to add more and more pictures. I might also decide to add a caption to the picture. And resize it.